Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. You can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad, on Instagram, Movies TV Mad X, on YouTube, Movies TV Mad, and now on TikTok. Mick isn't perfect because guess what? Mick isn't perfect. And a shout out to Hallie. Could you stop being so awesome? It's just too much for me. Stop. Mwah. Anyway. Welcome, Big Brother fans. Oh boy, do we have lots to talk about. Because, wow, this is breaking news by the way, you haven't seen this in the highlight show, but we have had 3 fake evictions. It's the beginning. What they're calling the final Big Brother reckoning. You may have seen them plugging it last night. So what happened was they did face-to-face nominations. I can now reveal, you may even notice by the time this video is uploaded, that Tom, Jenkin and Jordan had been fake evicted. As far as the rest of the house is concerned, this was a bona fide process and they're gone. But in reality, these 3 housemates will go into a secret task room watching the initial reaction from the rest of the house after their nomination. So this is an interesting situation. Of course, the twist is exciting. For those people who want a happy house, I can't help you. I think a happy house is a boring house, especially for an audience member, someone, a fan of the show. So this is interesting. Look, Tom I'm sure he's a lovely lad, but he's cardboard. There's nothing there. And they've probably kind of nominated him because he doesn't really add much to the process, if we're being honest. In terms of Jenkin, now Jenkin's a very, very interesting one. Now, we know that Liv has been very close with Jenkin. Has she turned on him? That's interesting. Who's actually nominated this guy? I think Yimran definitely would have nominated him. But that's very, very interesting because when you're 24 hours behind of goings on, you don't exactly know what's happened because things change so quickly. But Jordan is the interesting one. Now, to talk about Jordan and why he was nominated, in my opinion, we have to talk about last night's highlight show and the antics between Henry and Jordan. These were desperate tactics by Jordan. The kissing was initiated by Jordan. Of course, Henry is desperate for the Jordan love. He's loving it. He's loving the kissing. He said he would call it out if it became a problem. Son, you are being used. You are allowing yourself to be used because you like this guy. I love Jordan. I have loved Jordan. I have wanted Jordan to win the show. And it's very, very sad in his desperation to win the 100k that he used someone who has deep feelings for him. It's as simple as that. Henry comes out of this quite well because, of course, he loved the kissing, right? He's in love with Jordan, right? You know, read the room. Everybody knows this. And people say, how can you fall in love with a stranger? Well, it's quite easy. They've been sleeping next to each other. Their beds are next to each other, right? They've been in and out of each other's pockets for nearly 6 weeks. So what did you expect was going to happen? I could easily fall in love with someone within that space of time. So could you. So stop talking utter nonsense. It's absolutely believable. But I'm sorry, I can't defend Jordan here. Desperate tactics to win this show. I suppose in another point of view, you could say he's giving the people what they want. And in a way, he is. Look, I love Jordan. I still love Jordan. I still like him to win the show. But now, they're in their secret task room, right? They've been fake evicted. Now, two of those people will be evicted, and one of them will survive and go back into the house. Now, that is going to be awkward. And of course, that's the whole point of the situation. And this is why Jordan was nominated alongside Jenkin and Tom for his antics with Henry. There may be other reasons. It's very, very interesting. There's not many people left in that house. What is it now? 9, 8, 10? I don't think it's not 10 anymore. Anyway, it's not as many as it once was. But I can't wait to see who nominated these 3 housemates. So it's very, very interesting indeed. But the kissing last night, and wow, everyone loves a bit of love, a bit of kissing. There's nothing wrong with that, but it was desperate tactics by Jordan at the end of the day. What have I learned from this year's Big Brother? I have learned never to trust a wolf in sheep's clothing. Never to judge someone on a few weeks of footage on television and create them as a false prophet or somebody who walks on water. I'm talking about Trish. Trish has taught me basically you can't trust anyone these days. Because if a lot of you are very naive when you talk about Big Brother on social media. I have noticed, this one, that one, so genuine, so real. Do you realise 7 out of 10 of these people have gone to drama school? Yes, that's right. They have perfected the art of bullshit and pretending and performance. Yeah? To be or not to be? That is the question. So basically, they're BS merchants, right? That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to go on there and they're supposed to make you love them so you can make them win the show. And Trish did it to perfection. Think about that. She seemed like a kind, compassionate woman. You would never think that she harboured opinions of bigotry. But to see what we saw on social media that she posted, she then came out with an apology, begging and asking for grace. Well, let me ask you this, Grace. If a straight white male had said the same things about your community, would you be giving them grace? No, you'd be using it to spread the narrative that the patriarchy are bad and it's all men, blah-de-blah-de-blah. And there lies the problem. So that's what I've learned from this year's Big Brother. It's stunning, isn't it? Her behaviour in the house to what we saw on social media is in stark contrast. It's utterly shocking because I saw these tweets weeks before. I saw them pre-launch because I already knew who was going in that house before most people. I get information, people tell me stuff, and I'm very, very discreet. And it's very important to me that I am discreet because there's always collateral damage in these situations. It's not Trish's family or friends' fault that she acted once upon a time very badly. She says she's not that person anymore, and it's why she defends marginalised groups today. Trish, I hope you've learnt your lesson and I hope you're a better person today. Personally, I can live and let live, but those tweets, let's be clear, Trish, and there's no way around this, are disgusting. So I can't forget that, but I'm all for second chances, but it's very difficult to unsee what I saw on social media. It's interesting that Big Brother fans are labelled as toxic when you know that someone in the house has behaved this badly. She's been banned from being on Late and Live. Personally, I would have made her go on Late and Live to answer the questions. Channel 4, Channel 5 and Endemol in the old days would have made her do it. But this is millennial Gen Z Big Brother, where everything's a little bit soft-core and everyone involved in the show is overly protected and stroked on the head, whether they're villains or heroes. Excuse me. So, yeah, that's the lesson I've learned from her. You can't trust anyone these days because she certainly fooled us, didn't she? I mean, because I saw the tweets like weeks before anyone else did, when I saw her in the house, I was like thinking, she's been set up. It's a fake account. Surely this can't be the same woman. But by apologising, she's confirmed that she did this. It's absolutely staggering and shocking. And we look at ITV, who said they had, they got to talk to the company who makes sure that they check out people's social media and online footprint for missing this. ITV, a bunch of idiots found this within 24 hours. I was shown these tweets weeks and weeks earlier. So why didn't your people that you employ to check these people out find this? It's very, very interesting, isn't it? It's bad. It's very, very bad. What's even worse, in the old Channel 4 days, they even used to psychologically profile housemates before they let them in. It's all gone by the wayside now.